Hello, dear students. I hope you all are doing fine. Let's start with the next chapter, that is the Shoeshine Boy. This story is about a boy named Ganesh who was very poor and decided to leave for Hyderabad to earn money. But he was a firm believer of honesty is the best policy. Now let's read this chapter and find out how Ganesh chose the path of honesty. I request all of you to open page number 54 of your books. Suppose that you find a 500 rupee note lying in a supermarket. What will you do with that money? Now you can think and discuss it with your parents. Now you have been given a different options and you can choose any of the options from the help box. Now let's start reading the chapter and find out how he chose the path of honesty. Ganesh was fed up. Amma, crouched in a corner of the hut, was sobbing uncontrollably. Lakshmi, his 13-year-old Akka, was trying to soothe her with a glass of water. His 3 younger siblings were away to avoid the unpleasant but too familiar everyday drama. Turning to the next page, page number 55, as usual, his father was drunk, and after scolding Amma, he lay snoring in another corner of the dishevelled hut. Poor Amma, cleaned and washed in various houses. Akka toiled at home and helped Amma whenever she could. Ganesh too worked in the fields around, but Appa's addiction gulped away all their earnings. Everyone was earning at home except Appa. Appa, that is his father, used to waste all the money on alcohol. It was hopeless to remain there in that small village. There was no food, no love, and no future. Ganesh decided to leave for the big city, Hyderabad. Maybe afterwards, one by one, he could take his family there. He just could not see the hunger and torture his family faced. So one fine day, Ganesh simply ran away. That was 4 years ago. He was only 11 then. From the day he left his house, Ganesh had a difficult time. In the beginning, he had no food and no shelter. No one cared for him. He hated begging, so he cleaned the cars and floors of shops and served at food stalls. He did whatever he could do honestly for his survival. He slept outside the railway station and made friends with orphan boys and stray dogs. Slowly, he started borrowing shoe polish kits from friends whenever they were sick or needed a holiday. Within a few weeks, he was able to purchase his own kit. He started traveling in trains, getting paid by passengers to get their shoes polished. At night, he always slept outside the Secunderabad railway station. Now, Secunderabad is a city near Hyderabad. It is in the state of Telangana. You must search the empty compartments for leftover things. His friends advised him. Sometimes, if you are lucky, you get a bedsheet or a food bag. The group decided which pair or trio would go on an inspection of which empty train. Usually, they found nothing except empty plastic bottles or disposable glasses. But sometimes, if they were lucky, they would come across some food item or a forgotten bag. But Ganesh did not like to take those things. His mother had taught him to earn money by working for it. Only hard work can bring you success, she used to say. Begging or stealing cannot open any magic doors for us. But his new friends had taught him otherwise, that accepting leftovers was not a theft and no sin at all. It would not harm anybody. So on that lucky night, Ganesh with Bobby and Chinu was scheduled to be on the inspection tour of a train at the end of its run. Ganesh knew that Bobby was down with fever and Chinu would be trying to get tickets for a new film that was a box office hit. Maybe he has got the tickets, Ganesh thought as he waited for his friends before entering the train alone. His eyes searched for leftover things as he went from one compartment to another, when suddenly his eyes fell on a small briefcase lying on an upper berth in a corner. No one could have left that purposely, he thought, so it would be a theft if I take it away with me. Someone must have forgotten it, but another person will grab it if I leave it here. I must give the bag to a responsible person so that the owner will get it back. There may be something important in that bag. Thinking thus, Ganesh took the bag, but he was afraid to go to the police. He had seen them being rough to people. They may accuse me of stealing it and then put me in jail, he thought. Better I go to the station master, at least he knows that I am not a thief. Moving to the next page, page number 57. All the vendors and porters working in the station premises knew him well. He had earned their goodwill by his honesty and good manners. They would definitely help him in a difficult situation. He was sure of that. So he decided to listen to his inner voice. He took the bag and went to the station master's office. I found this bag in an empty compartment, sir, he said. I wish to hand it over to the police so that they can return it to its owner. It took a lot of courage to do that. He knew that his group would be very angry. His friends would laugh at him, criticize him, maybe even boycott him. But he had to do what he believed to be right. And his courage paid off. The owner of the briefcase came to lodge a complaint and was happy to get back his briefcase, which contained a lot of money. He rewarded the boy handsomely. The railway people too collected some fund for Ganesh. The press published the story of the shoeshine boy, and many welfare associations came forward to felicitate Ganesh on Children's Day. Now Ganesh stays in a hostel and studies in a good school. His dream is going to come true. In the near future, he will be able to get a decent job and look after his family. So dear students, this was the story of Ganesh, who believed in hard work and honesty rather than stealing or begging. This chapter gives us a very beautiful message that honesty means being truthful to others, being truthful to yourself, doing what's right regardless of who's around, and being someone others can easily trust. I hope you all must have enjoyed this chapter. Thank you, dear students. Hope to meet you soon. Stay safe, stay home.